What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Yours truly, Chrislevi13 back out with another awesome live stream headed your way. Got the doggy over there. Lay down, be a good dog. Get some relaxing done over there. Got me here live with you all and everything like that. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun stream. And it's gonna be a short stream, just simply me chatting with you all, updating you on some things that I've mentioned previously that I didn't get to necessarily do because streams have been wonky in and out, blah blah blah. That's exactly what I'm gonna do for you all. So let's sit back, relax, have a good time, let's enjoy ourselves and everything like that, and let's prosper because I'm going to speak on some things that have happened, some things that haven't happened, some things that I got goals for, achievements, this, that, other thing. However you want to classify this, that, or the other thing. Because I want us all to be able to have a piece of that pie and succeed. So if you're watching on YouTube, say something in the chat. Tell me how your day was. Watching on Twitch, tell me how your day was. And if you're watching on any platform, leave your favorite emoji, whatever you want to call that, in the chat if you can, and let's have a good one. I'll look at chat in just a moment. With that being said, let me get it up here. What's up on Twitch side of things? Big Evil Gaming, what's up? And on the YouTube, Chris, no long time to see it. Do it, man. It's me, Fox. Man, I'm here. Here, yo, Chris, it's me, Fox, man. Thank you for being here, Fox, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Been a little bit up and down and everything like that these last month or so. Not that I couldn't stream, it's that I was heavily learning something else. My job was there, and several things. So if you're ready for me to explain everything in detail and all that, if you're watching on either platform, put a one in the chat, and I will just start going from there. I'm only going to be here for about the next 15-20 minutes as of now. So 15 minutes from now, I'll be about between 20 and 30 minutes. I'm going to cut and get out of here. So by 8:30, I'll be out. But I'm in Central Standard Time. But yeah, just put something in the chat. Let me know you're here watching, enjoying all that good stuff and everything like that. And I want to get into the nitty gritty of everything. You know what I mean? Nitty gritty, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So for anybody that's watching, obviously the main source of content that I've done in the last several years is me gaming and streaming. And while I game and stream, talking about the game itself, interacting with you, or just having fun in the game itself, right? And all that. So with that being said, gameplay live streams are coming back. Not saying that they were ever gone, but when you take a week off, this having so many days off, and then you have ifs and afts with your Twitch, your internet, and blah blah blah. Those gameplay streams are coming back. They will be Astrobot. There will be maybe some Fortnite, some GTRP, maybe some Rust, and different things as we go and all that jazz. Because I am learning some things, which I'll explain in just a moment. But well, yeah, single player game, Astrobot. Then there's once I get some other things done, we'll do this. We'll get some other newer games, and those will be the single player games. But definitely within the next 2 months, I could say between now and July, or maybe now in August, I want to do some Fortnite. I want to do some maybe Warzone. Maybe do some Dead by Daylight. Maybe do some GTRP, some Rust. Do those things, interact with you, but also if you're able to, you have a way, let you join in the fun and live that experience through me, through you, create those friendships, create those bonds, and grow the Vault Squad, which leads into, as always, we're still on the road to 2K on YouTube. That means 2,000 people hitting that subscribe button for the YouTube channel. And obviously, I know we probably have some people fall off, some people like blah blah blah. Because if you're not constantly there, constantly posting, people will fall off. That's why, like, News. Why is news every single day of the week? Because there's constantly things happening in this world, which means the news is constantly cover it in a matter of fact in the morning, the afternoon, the night, because you never know when people will be watching or tuning into the TV or going or have it on that channel to see said news. Why does wrestling keep to happen more than any other sport? Because the storylines, those wrestlers, they keep going year after year, week after week, month after month, and keep evolving and improving and doing things like that to make themselves better, you know? So with that being said, why is short form content so popular compared to live streams and or the long form content, aka videos themselves? It's because short content is bite-sized pieces of content that you can create, put out there, people can watch and go on with their day. Put it out there, boom, boom, boom. Now, to get really good quality stuff, you gotta continue. Now, there's certain people that have found out a way to say, hey, every time I use my phone, I wake up, I get dressed, I brush my teeth, I go to go get my breakfast, go drive to work, clock in to work, do my work shift, get out, come home, come home. Hey, put my phone up for a second. Hey everyone, this is how my day went. Blah 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 blah. Boom, post, and then they go through it and they just constantly do, and and sometimes they get a lot, sometimes they don't. But it's the thing about it is, hey, if I get one person, and then that one person sticks around, they get two people, then that person sticks around, then three people, and then that person sticks around, then four. Oh, it's an ever evolving things because people likes, wants, taste change. Algorithms like, change. These platforms have things, add things, take away things, the whole 9 yards. But like I said, Astrobot and some other new games will be coming over the next month into the rest of the year because it is the middle of the year, the month of June. So yeah, but the reason I haven't been streaming is number one, wonky work schedule. I'm not gonna get too much into that other than it just basically dilutes my energy to the point that I come home, I don't have the energy to want to set up and create thumbnails, have the vibes, be full Chrislevi13. If I'm not full Chrislevi13, then why put out a product that isn't me? And people have told me, well, you're still doing the music stuff because I can sit there and be full for Chrislevi13 in that section of my room with my guitars and all that because I can sit there and take the weight of work, all that off me, zone in, listen to a song, learn the song, and then set up the phone, record it, edit, post it, and then go on about my day. And it's a win, lose, whatever kind of thing, right? So that's that. But I appreciate everybody that has supported me on that journey, that road. And if you like my music stuff, check me out. TikTok and or Instagram is where they'll be posted, and all that. I want y'all to ride with me, join that journey with me, and everything like that because I need people to be there, be ride or die. There's gonna be people that come in your life and go out of your life. That's different stages, different seasons, however you do it. I when I do my analogies are 9 times out of 10 wrestling related or car related. Because if you think about it, you're in a car, you're driving that car, and you go through this journey in life, right? And you say people come and go. Well, you go down that road to work, right? There's gonna be a 18-wheeler, a minivan, a car, a cop. They're gonna go by you, and then you may never see that person ever, ever again. But then you got these houses, right? Well, you're gonna see those houses constantly, over and 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 over, and you're gonna get used to it. So get used to it. But then when it comes like if a wrestling thing, well, you gotta go out there and you're gonna see the same construction people help you, and then those people build you up. Boom, you go out there, cut it, boom, boom, boom. But outside of my work schedule, the internet was so bad the last few did before I think Monday at like 7 o'clock my time. My internet was so bad that it was reading high levels here, low levels here. Something at the road. It's out of my hand. But I got a new router. They fix stuff at the road. Hopefully they do some other stuff eventually to fix it even better. better. But we are here. We are live, and hopefully everything continues to go good, great, grand. Because I want to sit there and experience this journey with you all. Now, now, what have I been doing outside of my work schedule and my wonky internet schedule? I basically just been. I got to restring one of them guitars and one of my dad's guitars, but I've been playing a lot of music, zoning out, playing a lot of music. What's up, Stitch? Playing a lot of music whenever you know. And Stitch, just really for anybody that comes by right now, this is only gonna be about 30 minutes or so because I got something to do. I'm gonna make my dinner after this and then do some other things. So this is gonna be a short, concise thing where you can come back, get the info, get all that. Even if I'm talking a lot, loud, fast, I'm just trying to get stuff there. So I've mentioned work. I mentioned my internet, right? Both being wonky. I mentioned that we're gonna get back into Astrobot and some other solo games, but Astro up to the main solo game they do. But we are gonna say still sometime in the next 2 months. I want to at least dive back into DBD, dive back into Fortnite, dive back into Warzone in some capacity, and see where I stand after months of not playing those. Right, and then what we'll do do is we'll still incorporate the Rust and the GTRP because I want to sit there and if the people that I play GTR play with are okay with it, stream it, show you the car, show you the stuff that I have gotten. If you go to my TikTok, you can see a car that I got customized by somebody in the GTRP server, which looks pretty nice. And if you really want to, if you want to see it on the stream, I can pull a picture up on my phone and share that picture with you all if you want to see it on stream. Just put car in the chat on YouTube or Twitch. And I'm just trying to check. Okay, I was just checking something real quick. But yeah. Okay. So let me get back over where I can see the chat. But so put car in the chat if you want to see the car that I have in GTA RP. But with that being said, speaking of GTA RP, for anybody that may wonder or care, you may care, you may not care. I may be talking to the wall in front of me. I enjoy that experience in GRP, whether it's being just driving around, it's seeing somebody these people's cars, getting to know these people, running from the cops, helping the cops, seeing different things, doing that whole experience is just cool. Is it the most fleshed out thing in the world? No, but when they sit there and say, "Hey, this is added in, or this is added in, or he can do this, or he can do that," it's cool to see that there's different things and different vibes that you can get from there, and everything like that. It's really really fun. And what's cool is that I haven't been in a handful of servers, but there's one that was '70s based, where where through what's up, Spellman, through GTA, you get GTRP, then you gotta get the 5M server and download it, right? Which is free. There's another one called Rage, or something, or something like that, or something else, something. And then there's one for Red Dead. But the one for GTA 5M, I think, is the most fleshed out one, because and the people that own these different servers, if they flesh out and get the scripts, there's more you can do on it, and there's less than others, right? But there's one that I dropped into that was in the '70s, so it was Los Santos, but you had to have set your cars and your clothing styled with to the '70s. So if you wore something outside of that, you'd get a little message on your board and say, "Hey, you gotta go change." Like I dropped in, had a puffy coat, was green. They told me not to wear it. I said I liked it. Blah blah. I changed it, put on some put on some bell bottoms, some stuff like that. They said, "Cool, you're good, you're good." And they have 70 style music playing there, you know. And everything. Levi Ben sub bro. I was wondering if I can get one back. I'll check your channel out after the stream. J4K. Check your channel out after the stream. But I enjoy it, and I'm really feel like I'm making connections with the people that are missing necessarily in this server. I'm making connections with them because they understand that I'm new in the server that I'm in these servers that I'm in. But what's cool about it is that these people understand that to the point that where they're in character, getting to know me. But then we had a Discord server as well, where there's an OOC section where you can share pictures, selfies, different things. We talk OOC. You talk about if you have different bugs in the game. You break it down in these different layers, and it's really fun. And I started doing that with Rust, and now I've jumped over to GTRP doing it, and it's a good thing because when work like it was the other day, yesterday, was total BS. I'm just gonna say BS. You can understand what that means, or it makes me go. This is where I told them last night when I got off, y'all. I appreciate you. And the one person said, hey, glad we could have fun and all that. So it's cool, right? And everything like that. So expect that, and also as far as me, I was mentioning the music in this and everything like that. That's what I've been doing to de-stress and all that. I've got a handful of covers that I want to do and some things I want to share. I just kind of like did it, and then I was like, let's take a little bit of a break. But I can say something to y'all. It may mean nothing. It may mean a lot. In the grand scheme of things, I could look myself. Say I have a mirror in front of me, right? We all have a mirror, right, in our house. We brush our teeth, we get dressed, we do our hair. We have a way. We figure out, hey, we're born. We learn this from our parents and our relatives and things that we visually see, right? We wonder, we see how the world works in our walk of life, and how that's because you know what, you can have a way that you see the world works from your home and how you perceive it in your neighborhood, your community, your county, and on TV. But then but then you could be dropped out of that community, that where you are, and say you're in Kentucky, right? But then you get dropped in Texas, right? And you'll say everything looks the same on TV. It's just a the way they're talking is a little bit different, but everything looks the same because I still watch the same shows, see the same things. But you walk out in the community of the world, things are different, and that is true for every aspect in every sense of life. Because the wrestling sense of thing, you a wrestler, you gotta go out there and perform these matches and get these matches over, these storylines over, these promos over. But you're gonna be in front of a different crowd all the time. Yeah, there's some people that are the same all the time in these crowds, and there's people that have money to be able to travel and follow these things while and everything like that. But it's always gonna be different in some sense, shape, fashion, form. So as the companies adapt to how to set up the stages and platforms for these arenas for music, wrestling, gaming, whatever, we've got to adapt to the different parts and aspects of our life and everything like that. And that's why I still want to do the gaming, you know. And now that I got my internet back, and my internet's actually better than it's been probably the last month, I can say that I constantly want to do an hour or two of Astrobot here or there. Do marathon streams of this or that. When I get a chance, because there's a chance, because there's things that I want to do. Do. If you're still here, Stitch, let me know. There's things that I want to do. Do. Where it's like, hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Yours truly, Chrislevi13, and we're here tonight on YouTube and Twitch for a 6-hour stream meeting. Right now, 7 o'clock at night, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, meaning 1 o'clock, we will get out of here and go. Boom. And there may be when I get a vacation, if I'm here a lot of times, I may say, hey, I'm gonna stream today from 5 p.m. to 5 in the morning. Boom. Different little things that I want to do and everything like that. Do that. So if anybody's watching on Twitch, this is just for Twitch. Say something in the chat. and everything like that right now. But with that being said, we got some goals, some things that I want to achieve. We still want to hit 2K YouTube. We still want to hit 175 and then 200 on Twitch. On Twitch and everything like that. What's up, Skylander? Skylander, this is a short stream. I know you're probably chilling and relaxing. This is a short stream, so you can go back and watch all of this. So this will be under 30 minutes. I've got about 5 more minutes that I can talk. And then I'm going to get out of here because I got dinner to make and some other things to do. But, like I said, goals. 2K on YouTube, meaning 2K different people out there following, liking, subscribing what I do on YouTube and all that. Then 175 to 200 on Twitch, which I think should be reasonable, right? And I don't do a lot of shilling. I don't do a lot of self-promoting. I just kind of post, go live, say myself, sell my spiel, and then I go on. I'm not somebody that sits there and says, I did the stream of me playing Fortnite for 3 hours, played in the new cosmetic, tried out the new layout of the map, and shared the brand new battle pass to everybody. And now I've got to do a TikTok and Instagram and a short, getting clips from that stream, showing, hey, this is what I did in it. But then I've got to get myself going. Hey everyone, yours truly Chrislevi13. If you want to check out me live streaming Fortnite and doing and check out the new battle pass, go check out this right here. And then try to shove people into that. I don't do that. I don't do that a lot. And then if I have in the past, it's in the past. But it's not my thing. But there is people that do that. They'll sit there and say, I'm going to do something on the 23rd. And they'll promote it every single day till the 23rd. And then when they get done doing it, they'll sit there and promote it again and again and again after to get people to come at the beginning. And then people that missed it or did see it, go back and see it more or leave a comment and all that. Right? But that's the way it is. That's the way you are if you work at your car dealership, your grocery store, your clothing store, you're a streamer, you're a gamer, you're a musician, you're an editor, whatever you are. You gotta sell your thing. Like me at store. Could I go sit there and say, I sold somebody some eggs, I sold somebody some milk, they went on their day, cool, great, grand. No, if I sit there and give them a personalized experience and as they join in, and it's not personalized other than me saying, hey, how you doing? And they say, oh, I'm doing good. And then they go on their day and say, hey, that person actually said something to me. I'll come back to that store because if they go down the street or next town over and they go into the store and the person never talked to me. Now I can't find what I'm looking for because nobody wants to help me. They're not gonna come back. So we've got to sit there and be a community. And I know that I can sit there and say the biggest thing for me, whether you want to say I missed the pass, I dropped the ball, I fumbled. I could sit there and say I fumbled in friendships. I could sit there and say I fumbled in the words that I am saying. I am saying I fumbled in the fall through of me doing said stream. I have fumbled in music. I have fumbled a woman. I have fumbled all over the place. But if I can sit there and take everything that I've learned from my mother, my father, my brother, my family, from YouTube, from Twitch, from life, that is put in my way as I speak to you all, and say this. I, Chrislevi13, may fumble day in, day out. I may go hard here and slow here because that's how a car works. You can't always go full blast in a car because that car will break down. You've got to check its fluids. You've got to check this. This means me. I've got to eat. I've got to drink. I've got to take care of what's outside of the internet to make what's I put on the internet be the best version of what it can be. Or even if it's not the best version, it's the best version of that it can be at that time. And then say I do that, and then the month or a year later, people say, hey, because he did that, now he's doing this because those things improve, repetition, this and that. But I want to let you all know, whether you see me, however you met me, however you talk to me, whoever you met, I'm not perfect, either are you. But we all know that because of religion, this, that, other thing. I'm not getting into religion or politics. But if I fumble the ball, cool. But I want to let y'all know, gaming, streaming, I'm going to continue doing it because if I've learned something over the struggles I've had the last 5 years, and a lot of positivity in the last 5 years, gotta realize, you know what? Everybody that's ever been on a football field, everybody who's been on a court, everybody who's ever drove a car, everybody who's ever spoke a damn word has fumbled, has said the wrong thing, or done the wrong thing. But that is human life. And with that being said, I'm Chrislevi13. Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13, and I am a man passionate about music, wrestling, and gaming, and I am in my mid-30s, and I want to let y'all know that join me on this journey, whether it be on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you want to join that journey, cool, because I love sharing short-form content, whether it be shorts when it comes to YouTube, reels when it comes in Instagram, and TikToks when it comes to TikTok. So me playing the guitar, me sharing positivity, me being random, and me even sometimes in the future ranting about wrestling because I watch WWE and AEW all the time. When I'm not doing that short form content, when it comes to the long form content, I love once in a while popping up an update video and just saying, hey, this is where my mind's at. This is what I want to do. Blah, 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 blah. Or this is what I saw in this, and put it out to the world. And when it comes to short form and that long form and taking that out of the picture, because that stuff's still going to go, right? I want to do the live streams and chat with you through just chatting, through video games, through this, that, and the other thing, and have a fun, fulfilling experience with each and every single one of you all, day in and day out. That's what I want to do. Because me seeing things like the bands that I saw live at the beginning of last month and seeing Streamer University, I'm only a small speck of the thing out there because me hitting this live button, there's hundreds of people, if not thousands of people within the South, just the South of the United States where I live, wanting to do this. There's probably over 1 million people in the United States wanting to do this. Millions upon millions around the world in different countries wanting to do this. And some of them want to do it just because I want to play this video game and share it. Just because I want to play this video game and share it with friends. Just because I want to play this video game and share it with my family. Just because I want to meet people that are like me. Just because I want to embody what I enjoy and what I'm passionate about and share it with the world because I live in a nothing town or I live in the middle of nowhere. So with that being said, if you're ready to join in this journey with me, because I know that I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, but I can for sure say Friday or Saturday I'll be back again and we'll play some kind of game, whether it be GTRP or we play Astrobot. We'll play something for at least an hour or two on stream and have fun. And then next week on my off day, I'll do a longer stream for y'all and everything like that. But if y'all ready to join me in that journey, put a J in the chat. But put the whole word journey in the chat if you've been on that ride and you appreciate that I've gotten bigger, better, and smarter over time. Whether it be here, there, here, numero uno, all that. Put the word journey in the chat. Put J if you're ready to join me in the journey, but if you've already been a part of the journey and you want to continue to be part of it, put journey in the chat or leave it in the comment section. I'm Chrislevi13. We've been here for 33 minutes. And I appreciate Stitch, Big Evil Gaming, Fox, Skylander, and anybody who ever comes by and sees this, whether it be today, tomorrow, the next day after. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go make some dinner, get some grub in me, play a little game for about a couple hours, chill out, make sure that I end my night good for me, my family, the dogs, all y'all. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. If you watch Chrislevi13, say 3 things in the morning or at night that you're grateful for. Make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to stay washed up, cleaned up, and all that. And if I want to be like Chris Lamsley, as he says at the end of his podcast, what are 3 things that I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for family / friends. Anybody that considers they're my family / friends and checks up on me, I gotta be grateful for that. So family for friends and friends that check up on me and are there, gotta be grateful for that. Then number two, I got to be grateful for just general life, because to be able to say, hey, I woke up out of that bed, got dressed, I'm here live, I went to work, I ate food, I did whatever life done me, good, bad, evil, other, whatever. I'm alive, so I gotta be grateful alive. And then I gotta sit there and say number three, if for family and friends that can't clap on me, it's number one. If being alive is number two, then I gotta say number three is I'm grateful for every single thing that I have to be able to do what I do. Whether it be that car, it be my health, it be this mic, it be this key computer, it be these screens and everything like that. I gotta be appreciative of it, you know. But before I get out of here, we got some goals that we want to hit: 2K, 200 on the different platforms and everything like that. That. But also, I got some things. I'm gonna be probably within the next 6 months investing in another screen to go right here, so that I can have two 1080p screens. Because this one right here is not, but I can play my PS5 on it, and I can put my computer up to it. I just can't play GTA or Rust or something and stuff on that, because it doesn't look as well and run at the performance it needs to on that screen, even though it runs on my computer that I've got and everything like that. Then I might invest in maybe an Elgato mic or a green screen as well in the next 6 months, and probably within the next year we'll see about getting something Xbox or P Switch 2 related. And if y'all want to help me with any of that, cool, great, grand. We'll set those ways up in the future streams and everything like that. But I've got to wait for all that, because that's all on hold, because I've had card issues. So if anybody's out there wondering why, hey, he was subbed to me, but I'm not, or this or that, card issues. That's one of the other reasons that I've been down in the dumps, because they said they were going to send me a card, then they didn't send me a card, and they said they were going to send me a card, and then blah 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 blah. And it's just now today I finally got confirmed that I've got a card within the next 5 to 7 days coming to me, and I've got to get it to me fast ASP, because I've got things that I've got to pay for that are virtually online, that you can only pay with said card to be able to do these different things, whether it be stuff to stream for me and my dad to watch, it be just simply PayPal and other things. That's how life is in this day and age. So with that being said, I know I've rambled on. I know I've said a lot. Come back to this, watch this. If you enjoy it, leave a comment on the YouTube side of things, or send me a DM if you watch this whole thing. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get up, go make dinner. Y'all have a good one, and enjoy the outro. And Stitch, if you see this, let me know how the stuff that you're doing is coming along. See y'all next time. Stay awesome. Friday or Saturday.